welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have a video that I find kind of interesting, to me anyways, because I needed to be put in check a little bit. So I decided to share with you all of the books that I currently have pre-ordered. I am an Amazon Prime member, so I tend to try to pre-order as often as I can just to kind of take advantage of the Prime deals of like you get it right away, and then the fact of like I could always cancel these pre-orders at any time. I don't know, I just end up pre-ordering. Sometimes I end up canceling them, sometimes I still get them, but I didn't realize how many books I currently have pre-ordered, and I feel like I might have to narrow this list down a little bit. I mean, they are very scattered. They're not like all in one month, which is nice, but I have a ton, and I'm just going to share them with you because I find it really interesting. So the first book that I have pre-ordered right now, and I did kind of just go on a huge pre-ordering binge because I'm not allowed to buy books right now because I'm on my book buying ban. So I went and like pre-ordered a million just to make myself feel like I was buying books. So that probably is also why this list is huge. So the first book comes out June 9th, and that is Stranger in the Lake. And this is by Kimberly Bell. I really enjoyed Dear Wife last year, so I've been like highly anticipating Stranger in the Lake. I don't even know what it's about. All I know is I have to read it because I want to know more about her writing style. I do currently have The Marriage Lie to read by her that I'm hoping to get to before this one comes out, so highly anticipating Stranger in the Lake. Then I have The Last Train to Key West, which comes out June 16th, pre-ordered, which this one is kind of like I probably shouldn't have it pre-ordered because I still haven't even read When We Left Cuba yet. Is that what it's called? Yeah, When We Left Cuba. So I probably should take that off my list, but it's there right now. And then and that one comes out June 16th, if I haven't said that already. Then Masterclass comes out April 21st. I talk about that one and the next book I'm going to talk about in my like April releases video, which I'll link up above here with all the other books that I'm excited for that come out in April. Masterclass is a dystopian novel. My hair is just like driving me nuts right now. We're going to fix that while we talk. Masterclass is a dystopian novel, and ever since reading Gracie, I've been really excited for a new dystopian. And this one I believe is an adult one, and it sounds like you take an IQ test, and depending on this IQ test kind of determines what kind of education you get. It's like if you get a really good score, you go off to like a boarding school type of place, but then if you get a really bad score, you get sent to like another place that's not very nice. And there's this woman who's a teacher, and her daughter ends up scoring low, and I believe that she kind of goes and tries to like maneuver her way to like fix her daughter's score. So sounds really good. And then we've got Feels Like Falling by I always forget her name, KRISTY Woodson Harvey, and I talk about that also in that April releases video because that one comes out in April 28th. This one is about a woman, and she is like, her life is kind of falling apart, and in the meantime she ends up getting this girl fired from her job, and then so because she feels bad about it, she ends up letting this girl kind of move into her guest house. And I guess there's like friendship, and I'm sure because it's KRISTY Woodson Harvey that there's a love dynamic going on in that too, so not between each other but like other outside sources. But I'm excited to see what that one's about. And then I have pre-ordered Carolina Breeze, which comes out May 19th, and this is by Denise Hunter, which obviously you know I'm obsessed with, and this is book 2 in the Bluebell Inn series, and I finally got a hold of finishing the first book in the series, Lake Season, so I definitely, this time when I get it, I'm going to read it right away because it's such a great series and it's so fun. It follows this family of 3. They lost their parents and they are trying to reflip their house that they were living in into an inn like their parents wanted to. And in the last book they did do that successfully. And we were following one of the sisters' romances, so I'm assuming this one must be her brother's. So I'm excited for that one. And then book 3 I think comes out later on in 2020. And then I've got What Lies Between Us by John Mars, which comes out May 15th. I also have that one currently through NetGalley. So if I end up reading it through NetGalley and I hate it, obviously that one will get canceled. But it was coming out in paperback, and I have The One in the Passengers by him. So I feel like I'm going to love it, and I'm going to want it to add to my collection. So it would have to really tank as a NetGalley for me to cancel that one. But that one's coming out in May. And I don't know what it's about because it's John Mars, and I'm just going to read it. And then there's Nothing Important Happened Today, and that comes out September 1st. This one I randomly heard about on Instagram, so it may get canceled. I don't know. It's about, like, there's this cult, but it's like an invisible cult. Like, people are just, like, committing suicide because they get a letter in the mail, and I believe when they kill themselves, they leave a note that says, like, nothing important happened today. So it just sounds eerie and creepy, and I'm just curious about it, so it may end up getting canceled. I believe it's already out in the UK, but this is it getting released here or something. I'm not positive. If you know more about it, let me know. Then also on September 1st is American Royals 2 Majesty. I loved American Royals. I had a lot of fun with it, so I'm really excited for the sequel to come out. I have been just like dying to get more of the drama between the siblings. This is as if America had royalty instead of presidents. So basically one of the daughters of this royal family is due to be queen next, and we're following the other sibling, and obviously love and drama, and it's a lot of fun. And then this is another one that I'm still kind of in the air about. It's called Stay With Me by Becky Wade. It comes out May 5th. I have been wanting to try new Christian fiction authors because basically for the most part I've stuck to just Rachel Hawk and Denise Hunter and a couple others, and I wanted to try somebody new, and I've always heard of Becky Wade, and I didn't know where to start, so I just decided why not start with her newest release. So that one may get canceled. I don't even know what it's about. I feel like that was one of those days where I just got one click trigger happy and clicked on it and pre-ordered it. So that one, I don't know. Let me know what you think. And then I've got Close Up, which comes out May 5th, and this is the 4th book to come out in the Burning Cove series, which starts with The Woman Who Knew Too Much. I still need to read Tightrope, which is book 3, but I'll get to it before then, hopefully. I love that series. It takes place in like the 20s, 30s era, and it's just a lot of fun, and they're mostly companion series. They're books that kind of don't really go together, but like they take place in the same area, and they kind of allude to each other. So I'm excited to get that one, even though I'm not currently caught up with the series, but I still want it anyways. And if I can get it at the lowest price guarantee, why not, right? And then this one is actually a book for Sydney / potentially my future, not my future classroom, but when I go back to the classroom, so in the future. It's called The World Needs More Purple People, and it comes out June 2nd, and I know it's got a second author, but I know Kristen Bell is the other one, and it's kind of just promoting, like, we're always talking about how we're different, but kind of just bringing about the fact that, like, we all should work together. We're all unique. Like, we may all be unique, but we're also all human and all the same at the same time. She words it way better than I just did. But it's a picture book, and I pre-ordered it. I saw her announce it on Instagram when she first announced it, and I instantly ran and pre-ordered that. And also told my ESL teacher about it and was like, we need to get this book. And then I pre-ordered The Last Guest House by Megan Miranda. That one comes out on April 21st. It is already out, obviously, but this is the paperback edition. I own the other Megan Miranda books in paperback, and I'd like to continue collecting her that way. So I've been waiting desperately for the Last Guest House to come out in paperback, and especially because I feel like all the other ones went straight to paperback, so this one not coming out straight to paperback has been, like, driving me kind of nuts. So, it finally comes out April 21st, and I will have my hands on it, finally. Then Love and Olives by Jennifer Evans Welch? I don't remember. I moved everything in my room, so now I'm like, where are they? Just says Welch on the spine, so I don't know. This is the third book in the Love and Gelato series. So it was Love and Gelato, Love and Luck, and now Love and Olives. The first book obviously took place in Rome and Italy. The second book takes place in Ireland, and this one's taking place in Greece. So my 3 favorite countries, I've only been to Ireland, but the other 2 are on my bucket list. So I'm really excited. This one's finally coming out. It's taken about 2 years or so for this one to come out, so I'm really excited. And that one comes out July 7th, if I didn't say that. Then we've got What You Wish For by Catherine Center. This one comes out July 14th. I have an e-arc of this already through NetGalley. I'm hoping it'll be a Book of the Month choice. Usually I tend to pre-order Book of the Month choices and then delete them the minute they tell us that they're a Book of the Month choice, which I accidentally forgot to delete. You are not alone. But, I have high hopes that it will be a returner, but there's also other books that are coming out around the same time, and I don't know how many returner authors they'd have at the same time. I will be really upset if they're not releasing that one just because I love how pretty they are and how much they'll match, but I have it pre-ordered just in case, and I'll delete it if I need to. And then same thing goes with Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, which comes out June 30th. I've been pushing really hard to try to get this for a review, and it's just not going my way, and that's fine. So I have it pre-ordered, and I have a feeling even if it's a Book of the Month, I might also just keep my pre-order because I heard the book is going to be glow in the dark, and Book of the Month kind of just like sticks to its normal format. It doesn't take on the uniqueness of what other book, like the regular published book, will do. So I might just keep both, but we'll see. And then Elin Hilderbrand comes out with her summer book June 16th, which is 28 Summers. I didn't even look at what that book's about either because of the fact that I'll read anything Elin publishes. And I don't have it pre-ordered, but obviously if it's not a Book of the Month, I will also be getting Troubles in Paradise at some point when that comes out in October. I'm hoping it's another Book of the Month because the first 2 books in the trilogy are a Book of the Month, so I would hope that Book of the Month finishes the trilogy, but we'll see. They don't really do series, so I find it really interesting that like they have started that one, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they'll keep it. And then I've got The Ballad of the Songbirds and Snake by Suzanne Collins. This is the prequel to the Hunger Games series. This one comes out May 19th. My husband claims he will read it too, so we'll see what happens, but we have it pre-ordered. Hunger Games is basically what got me started reading again back in 2012, so I owe a lot to Hunger Games actually, so I'm hoping that this prequel turns out to be pretty awesome. And the last book I have pre-ordered, I'm supposed to get a copy of it for review, but just in case it doesn't come, now that like everything is kind of put on hold with the publishing world, I still have it pre-ordered just in case. And that is Love on Beach Ave by Jennifer Probst. This is the first book in her new series that comes out May 1st. Like I said, I'm supposed to be getting a book for this in this copy for review, but just in case I don't, I want to know I have it because you know me and Jennifer Probst. She's one of my favorite romance authors. And hey, if I get 2 copies, maybe a giveaway will happen. We'll see. But yeah, those are all the books that I've pre-ordered, which is way too many. If you know any that I should probably take off immediately, please let me know. A lot of the books end up being because I already love the author so much to begin with, and I'm going to be buying them anyways. But then there are the few that made it to this list that I know nothing about, and that's probably a dangerous game. So let me know what I should do. Should I take any of these off? What do you think? Do you pre-order books? Am I just like the only crazy person who does this? Let me know, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye, everybody.